All right, I'm gonna clean up a moldy tape today, and I thought I'd do just like a little tutorial. And someone brought me this tape. It has a lot of mold on it. That's what mold looks like on a tape reel. Kind of frosty. So yeah, first thing I usually check is sometimes there's a security type of screw which can make these cases very hard to get into. But luckily this one is just Phillips heads all the way around, so that's good. Alright, so a lot of these tapes will have a sticker or a label, and if you really care about it, you can take a blow dryer and a pair of tweezers and like slowly heat up the glue so that it'll come off smooth. Works better for stickers like this. Stickers like this from a rental store, like they're kind of like the duct tape of VHS stickers. So what I'm gonna do here instead, you don't have to do this all the way around if there's stickers on the side, is you're just gonna cut along the seam in the middle of the tape here. There we go. We have a cut seam, so now when we take the screws out, the case will just separate smoothly. We also always want to open the case top up. You never want to take the screws out and lift the bottom part of the tape up, because there's a bunch of stuff that like sits in there with gravity like this. So when you take the top part of the tape out, all those components stay in, and if you open it, flip the other way, they're probably going to fall out, and the process of putting all that shit back together in the tape is harder than cleaning the mold off this. Yeah, open up the gate. And there we go. All right, now I'm going to adjust the camera a bit. You can see all the mold, all the crusty mold in there is pretty caked on. So another thing I found out the hard way is if you're cleaning a tape like this and you send it through the VHS is Life spool at top speed, the mold might just be caked up really strong in one place and it'll snap your reel. So for the first revolution, while you're getting all that reel like kind of like separated from the spool for the first time in possibly decades, you want to go slow. And then after you've done that once, then you can kind of go fast as you cycle it back and forth. Get these pec pads. They're specific for, they don't like, fiber doesn't come off them, so they're really good for electronics. And when you buy this from the dude, like he'll sell you like some of this too, or point you to like an Amazon link. Really nice guy that makes a VHS is Life machines. I think considering all the components here, the price is about like 110 bucks for this and a vacuum. I think he must be not making a lot of profit per unit, and he's just kind of doing it for the love of the game. which I think is great. So yeah, you kind of fold it over twice, get it really sharp, and you kind of have to wrap it around the stud. Kind of get it into the slot, and then just try to pull it down and get it nice and taut. Now you take a spool out, you can kind of pull this down here. Usually I'd do this with a tape laying on the ground, but just so you can kind of see it in the video, holding it up like this. Oops. Forgot. We got 99% isopropyl alcohol. You can also use 91. I'll just give those a spray. And I don't want it to get too wet because I just kind of sprayed it. So I'm going to let the reel go around the side. And you want to clean these spools as well because there's mold all caked up in here. I don't really worry about any moisture buildup from these. All right, so make sure it's set in the right direction. And I'm just going to let that go kind of slow. If you look at the spool, you can kind of see where like it's catching still a little bit as that reel's getting pulled off the spool. So those are the spots where it's kind of ripping the mold off. And those are the places where if it's picked up too much, it'll snap. If you have it going too high in the speed. Well, that's going. Cleaning these. Yeah, don't forget to turn the vacuum on, which I totally did. right. Yeah, now you can see like it's already looking a lot cleaner. Good. Good, good, good. Flip the direction the other way. And this is just caked. And now that we've unwound it once, we can go a lot faster and it'll be safe. All right. Yeah, so it's looking nice and clean. Nice and dry now. There we have it. If you remember how much white stuff was all caked on there, now it's nice and clean. Looks like a brand new reel. Let's see if it works. Looks good. Coming soon.
One hell of a dancer, Susan. You bitch, you have no right going through my purse. You were the only one that was in the office when I gave Alex Turner Melissa's address. I just never made the connection. How much did they pay you for Girls Only? I don't have to listen to this shit.